Our video today is for all the Riverdale fans out there. I hope you're all enjoying season 3, but let's throw it back to when things weren't quite as weird.
And so continues our nerdiest mystery yet.
Hey everybody, it's your host Noor, and welcome back to The Things. Before we get started, I'm going to need you to subscribe to our Things family and give this video a big thumbs up to let me know that you're a Riverdale fan. So Archie Comics fans totally freaked out back when they announced a first season of Riverdale. The show we know and love today has strayed far away from the original comical theme. For starters, we've got our main characters, Archie, Jughead, Betty, and Veronica.
You need us more than we need you.
There is no denying that all the characters are played by some gorgeous people, but that's not what the comics had in mind for Archie or Jughead. In the comics, Archie is anything but a heartthrob. He is displayed as a sweet and quirky redhead. Unlike on-screen Archie, played by New Zealand actor KJ Apa, the comic book Archie was anything but mysterious, deep, and brooding. KJ is missing those staple comic book freckles and is not a redhead either, no matter how well he pulls it off. As for Jughead, it's pretty clear that Cole plays a more modern version of the character, with his crown brilliantly being replaced by a crown-inspired beanie. His nose is also a lot less comical. Veronica Lodge is also a character that is pretty different from her comic self. She is still a posh and rich character in love with Archie, except this time not your typical mean girl. And despite her original character being a white female in the original comics, on-screen Veronica is a proud Latina who pays a ton of homage to her heritage, something we are totally here for. As for Betty Cooper, her and her family are shown as the average all-American family back in the comic. Instead of a sweet and ditzy Betty Cooper, Riverdale shows us an entirely different and more complex side to this character.
Everyone at the farm knows all of your dirty secrets.
Aside from her totally bizarre family dynamics, there is a much darker side to Betty Cooper than we ever could have imagined before. But with a family like hers, who can blame her? On the show, Betty and her family are related to another twisted family, the Blossoms. This makes Betty the cousin of a fierce and fabulous Cheryl Blossom. This family relation was never mentioned in the comics, and neither was the death of her brother Jason. While Cheryl does share a lot of her personality with her comic book character, on Riverdale she is not fighting for Archie's attention at all, despite that awkward one-time kiss.
What are you doing?
She is actually a lot more attracted to Serpent Gang member Toni Topaz, played by Vanessa Morgan, who is her real-life bestie. According to Toni's character description on the official Archie comic website, she is a tough girl who sports pink hair and is always wearing a purple jumpsuit. In both versions, her character is strong, confident, and even bisexual. On screen, we see Toni show a brief interest in Jughead while he and Betty were broken up, before finally getting together with Cheryl. Now let's talk about bromance duo Fangs Fogarty and Sweet Pea. In the comics, Fangs is actually the leader of the Southside Serpents and is spotted in the Lil Archie edition. Many fans have been so quick to point out his good looks in the show, but check him out in the comic books. Fun fact for you guys, in the comics, Fangs has a girlfriend and her name is Penny Peabody. Can we talk about a whole life glow up? Now who here remembers Sweet Pea from the comics? Anybody? Nobody? Well, good, because that was a trick question. Sweet Pea was never found in the comics. Well, at least not under that name. Some fans have even theorized that he might be the love child of Penny and F.P. Jones. One issue with this theory is that it's doubtful that the writers of the show would make F.P. Jones the mystery father yet again. I want to know what you guys think, so be sure to let me know your theories down in the comments. In one of the episodes of season 3, we got a look into the high school lives of all the Riverdale parents. At one point, we even got to see a throwback aesthetic of Archie and the gang.
Riverdale is not the problem. Me? I want to stay here my whole life.
One of the things we haven't got to see is a look into the world of little Archie. Seeing a mini version of all of our favorite cast members would be amazing, so let's just hope that the creative directors have this in mind. The comics also gave readers a bunch of awesome comic crossovers, including one with another fan favorite, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And finally, let's talk about the short-lived Josie and the Pussycats. Unlike the comics, the show introduced a lot more diversity, with every member of the Pussycats being a beautiful woman of color. Speaking of the ladies, I'm pretty sure I am not the only one who wants to see them back in action and more involved in the Riverdale storyline. If you guys agree, be sure to leave a cat emoji after all your comments. And you've now reached the end of our video. Be sure to subscribe to our Things family for more videos like this one, and hit me up on social media at Noor Habib. See you guys next time!